Ensure you are wearing your mask. Shop purposefully. Minimise your time. Put your mask on before you're going into the premises. Ensure you keep your distance and do not interact with others socially in any shopping centres that you're going to.
We really want people to understand that police will be checking on businesses and places where people are allowed to go. Remember that you can only leave your home for a very good reason.
Interestingly, more than 3/4 of all of those cases of community transmission were close family contacts. Again, it reinforces the message that every time you risk going outside and doing the wrong thing, you risk bringing the virus home to those you love the most, and that's what the data is telling us.
The first message is, please don't go outside the Fairfield local government area. Even if you consider your work is essential, rethink that.
Just for not wearing a mask. This is stupid. Look at this police over here, not wearing a mask. Look at this. Go! Arrest me! Go! Look at this! Stop! What the hell? Look at this!
The Aussie Cossack is under arrest. Sergeant Kingston is following through on his threats. He promised to get me. If you have a complaint about what you don't like, you can call World Police Station and you can call the LECC or the commander, make a complaint on my behalf.
It's quite clear now how you can do that and why you can do that. But if you need to attend a supermarket to gather some essential goods, it is now imperative that you check in with the QR code.
Stay at home and only leave home for the most essential of reasons. And can I just also reiterate, do not visit other family members in other households.
On a hippie trailhead full of zombies, I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under, where women go and men wonder? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. come from the land of plenty. And he said, oh, you come from the land of thunder. Yeah. Women blow and men thunder. Did you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover.
Stress. We will not be ever having to go back to pre-COVID levels. We're always going to have to be mindful that COVID exists. We're going to have to engage with booster shots. We're going to have to engage with advice from time to time. When we see outbreaks, we're going to have to respond. So it's not going to go back to normal. We can't deny that we're going to have to live with COVID. But having those very high vaccination levels will allow us to have more minimal restrictions or more minimal public health measures in place as we navigate the future years with COVID.
The other area of concern is people who need to leave home for work. If you live in the Fairfield local government area, do not leave your house unless you absolutely have to, and that includes for what is regarded as essential work. If you can work from home, do so. If you can't, and you must leave your home to work, if you live in the local area of the Fairfield local government area, you will need to have regular COVID tests to demonstrate that you are COVID-free, even if you don't have symptoms.
Good morning, everyone. 579 infringement notices issued in the last 24 hours. It is a large number, but it's just reflective of Commissioner Fuller's commitment to policing and compliance around the public health orders. The message, if it's not already there, people must really start to understand and take heed that if you are going to breach public health orders anywhere in this state, you will be caught. The time is over in terms of warnings and cautions. Policing will continue at this level, not just tomorrow, not just this week, but over the next 21 days when we have police rostered to perform the Operation Stay at Home, and we'll continue to do that right across the state, reassessing every single day at the Police Operations Centre and matching our activity to where the police should be. A couple of incidents of note. Our welfare and compliance teams, Australian Defence Force and New South Wales Police, working together on the back of contact tracing information, went to a home in southwest Sydney yesterday morning and found a person that should be there, wasn't there. They made a number of inquiries and not that long after, that person returned to the front of the house in a motor vehicle. That person was spoken to by police and ADF, was issued a penalty infringement notice, stated that he'd hopped in his car and went out for some fresh air and hadn't been anywhere else. But the point is that if you are going to behave like this, yesterday over 2,300 houses visited. If you're going to behave like this, if you're going to step outside the health orders, you will be checked on and you will get an infringement notice, and that person will continue to be checked on and make sure that they comply.
How you going, neighbours? All the contact being arrested again. My fellow Australians, this is Democracy Manifest. This is what happens when you speak up against the government. And the police state of New South Wales is showing its true colours. Gladys has resigned. Do you want to search me as well?
No, get already searched.
Get
in.
Baby, I love you. I'll see you soon, my love.
End of the day, I agree with you.
Then why are you standing on this side and not with us?
Because that's what I get paid to do.
So you agree with me, but you get paid to do that, so you stand on that side.
Why I'm trying to talk to you the way I'm talking to you, as opposed to...
Exactly, because it's not, you're doing what you're getting paid to do, not what you stand in, and that's why I disrespect you.
To a situation where, to protect the health system, we're going to lock out people who are not vaccinated and can be. If you're making the choice not to get vaccinated, then you're making the wrong choice. You're making the wrong choice. And for safety's sake, and for the back to that point about how much work our nurses have to do, as this becomes absolutely a pandemic of the unvaccinated and we open everything up, it's not going to be safe for people who are not vaccinated to be roaming around the place spreading the virus. That's what they'll be doing. So there's every reason to get vaccinated. And there are appointments available, and there'll be even more appointments available throughout September, October, November. Let's get to those thresholds as fast as we possibly can. But yes, there's going to be a vaccinated economy, and you get to participate in that if you are vaccinated.